in between. We can't research mid-sentence. You are telling me about your company, about your product, but I cannot do now a fact check while I'm talking to you because I'm focused on you. And notes really don't help. If I have a bunch of notes that is not helpful, I need specific information what helps me now. Therefore, I use Gradium STT in order to live transcribe what I'm doing. I will show you the demo. Then I have my Claude Tavily, which has all my context information. It's a bunch of markdown files to whom I spoke, what I do, what I will follow up on. I have Tavily, which I already used a lot before this event, all in my Claude for research, deep research, but this also triggers Tavily based on about what we are talking. I will show you in a second. And the coach tells me what I should focus on next. This is what I should do. That's the UI. I need you as my, and we did not stage that. This is now really live. I have now a meeting with you, and I'm pitching you my product, and we are doing it not too intensively. So, nice meeting you. My name is Alex. I'm here to show you nano credit, which is ultra small loans for the poorest of the poor. I mute myself because I don't want that we transcribe. This is real what I'm telling you. I really do nano credit and pitch it to a lot of people. And now he already tells me I should finish with the financial inclusion, and he's totally right, I should do that. So I should tell you that now in order to make my pitch deeper. But I want to show you also the search functionality, which must be triggered by the nice nudging words, which I will do now with you. Tell me about what you are doing.
I'm glad you asked. I actually work for a small French AI startup that's also interested in this product for some reason.
Very nice, and I would also like to know, are you doing something in developing countries, financial inclusion or similar?
I'm so glad you mentioned financial inclusion. That's actually very relevant.
Now I want to mute because I want to see if we trigger, okay, now I cannot mute, sorry. Okay, now, we just checked if it maybe comes up while we are talking. Because, as I said, when we get here the search implication, then he noticed something in the conversation where he wants to make deeper research, where he wants to go online, fact check some information, and let us know, or let me know a little bit more details in order to use Tavily. But we cannot trigger it right now properly. But he also tells me now I should speak about the 1.4 billion people with, which have problems to access credit. Because the interest rate for these people is really huge. They pay up to 800% of interest. And as you can see, he always tries to listen to my words, listen to you, makes the live translation, and gives me the hints what I should consider while talking to my person on the other side.
What you are very easy to read.
But I'm a little bit upset that the search now did not go triggered, but I want to try it one more time and then start to learn. What is Deutsche Bank doing actually in Kenya and Philippines? That would be really interesting. He started the research now. He is now researching, now wait for the sound. Because the research always appeared here, and now we research parallel to what I spoke in order to find out what Deutsche Bank really does in microfinance in Kenya. But this is, like I said, triggered specifically on what I'm talking and also goes away when I move forward with the talking, so it's really hard to demo. Sorry for that. But yeah, that's the product. Yeah.